Hello everyone, welcome aboard. So again we have brought you the new session of Daily Current Affairs Capsule, and this session has been brought to you by Himalaya-IAS classes. If you want to join IAS 2021 batch or KAS exam batch in English or Kannada medium, you can visit us at www.himalaya-iasclasses.com, or you can reach out to us on this given number. So before we start the current affairs, the significance of current affairs in all stages of the examination. Prelims, straightforward questions are asked from the current affairs topic. Mains, it is used directly as well as indirectly in answering questions and getting good marks. Essay, it is very important where you have to write multiple dimensions of any topic, and most of the interview questions are from current affairs topics. So let's start with today's first topic. So Chinese have increased their building activities at the Pangong Lake. So we know that India-China border standoff is going on, and the talks are going on in order to de-escalate the problems between the two. Topic-wise, it is part of the international relation, and international relation, it is part of general studies paper 2. So here the important is for us to know is what is Pangong Lake. It is located in the Ladakh region. It is a saltwater lake. Here you can see this location of this lake in the map, and the problem is actually, see, these are the mountain ridges in this Pangong Lake. Okay, so half of it is in Chinese control, and this what you dark blue color you are seeing from finger is nothing but ridges. So 1 to 4 is totally under Indian control. 5 to 8 India claims it to be the territory under its own control or part of the LAC, and after 8 it is considered as Chinese area. So Chinese are claiming till finger 5 or this area, which was considered as demilitarized zone by the Indian side. So that's where the problem is. So please remember, ridges, finger areas, they all belong to Pangong Lake. Pangong Lake is located in Ladakh region. If you see, this is this lake is located from this to this side on the both sides of the border. Okay. Next article of today talks about the boundary dispute between India and Nepal. So again, topic wise, it is part of international relation, and international relation is the part of general studies paper 2. So India, this article basically tells that we should solve this boundary dispute. So origin of this boundary dispute is coming out of the Treaty of Sagali. Please remember this treaty. This treaty was the result of first Anglo-Nepal war, which happened in 1815. Okay, around 1815, this war happened, and at that time this treaty was signed. Okay, so there is a tri-junction between India and Nepal, which is known as Lipu Lake, between India, Nepal and China. So all this confusion is actually related to these 3 points: Lipu Lake, Limpiadura and Kalapani, which which from Indian point of view, it is part of the Pithoragarh district of Uttarakhand, but Nepal is claiming the control of these areas, and it is quoting the Treaty of Sagali. But the Treaty of Sagali, there was no map attached to it. That's one problem, and it defines the border from mentioning the origin of the river. So that is why so much of confusion. All in all, like the border disputes should not derail the important relationship what India and Nepal have between the two countries. So 98% of the border disputes have already been resolved. This remaining 2% should also be resolved via diplomatic routes. So please remember these points on your map. Next article talks about the Right to Information Act during this crisis situation. RTI, it is part of Indian polity, and Indian polity is the part of general studies paper 2. So PM Care Fund has been launched. All of us know that. So people are donating in this fund, and this fund will be utilized for fighting this COVID pandemic. One controversy or issue which people are pointing out, that PMO has denied that it will not come under the ambit of RTI. Okay, so RTI is a very, very important topic. We have seen multiple questions in the past. So RTI is Right to Information Act, which has been provided, the right to information has been provided the legislative backing by RTI Act, which was enacted in 2005. It empowers citizens to get information from public authorities. Okay, so now the question is whether PM Cares is a public authority or not. Okay, so greater openness is needed during the crisis time, because everybody is, a lot of discretionary power is there in the hand of administrator and public authorities. It might get misused. So justice to the people or their grievances should not be denied, right? Then as of now, some delay can happen in the providing the information because of this COVID crisis, but this authority should not be used as an excuse of denying the right to information to the people. So that's where the role of CIC, Central Information Commission, comes. It's a statutory body, again created via RTI Act of 2005. Also, like how the judiciary is doing, the Chief Central Information Commission or State Information Commission can also use the ICT, information communication technology, maybe video conferencing or some teleconferencing, in order to solve the complaints related to denying of information of the public. Next article today talks about the CAPF, Central Armed Police Forces. Okay, so let us take a look at it. Syllabus wise, it is part of the internal security, and internal security is the part of general studies paper 3. So indigenous products as part of Atmanirbhar Abhiyan. See, first thing, what is CAPF? This is Central Armed Police Forces. These are also known as paramilitary forces. They are under the Home Ministry. Okay, our armed forces, let it be Indian Army, Indian Air Force or Indian Navy, they are the defense forces. They come under Ministry of Defense. These are the paramilitary forces. They come under the Home Ministry, and these are the paramilitary forces of India. Please do remember, Central Reserve Police Force. It helps the state in maintenance of law and order, and it is supplement, or it is given by the center as a help to states whenever they need. Then Border Security Force, this look after the India-Pakistan and India-Bangladesh border. Central Industrial Security Force, it takes care of the security needs of public sector undertakings of India. Indo-Tibetan Border Police, it takes care of the India-China border management. Sashastra Seema Bal takes care of the Indo-Nepal border management. Assam Rifles takes care of the India-Myanmar border. Okay, National Security Guard. This is a specialized paramilitary force which has been created to deal with the terrorism, hostage-like situation. Okay, so these canteens. So two developments has happened. So one thing is the products which are available at some subsidized rate in the canteens of these paramilitary forces. There will be indigenous product, means the products which are made in India, in order to give boost to the Indian manufacturing sector. And second thing, these products have been exempted from the GST, so that these people will get it from on some subsidized prices. See, this was a little bone of contention between the defense forces and this paramilitary forces, as paramilitary forces were complaining that they do not get as facilities as is available to the other forces. Although if you see the work and all, they are also providing us security, and they are also dealing in the tough situations as well. Okay, so this is a good step. Then next is again, it's a continuous news coming again and again. So Russia, India, China, it's a trilateral summit which happens every year. So the External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jaishankar, he will be attending this summit from Indian side. So syllabus wise, it is part of international relation. Mains wise, international relation is part of GS paper 2. So just remember, Russia, India, China summit is a summit of trilateral summit of these three countries. Originally, it was scheduled to happen at Sochi in Russia. And also at the same time, Mr. Rajnath Singh, the Defense Minister of India, he's visiting the Russia for the Victory Day parade. See, 75 years are completing this year of Second World War, okay, and the creation of the United Nations, 1945 and 2020. So you can expect questions on the Second World War in the mains. You can expect question on United Nations also in the prelims or also in the mains. Okay, so please do remember that. And usually the discussions is on the current issues, like as of now, pandemic, global security, financial security, but Russia is pushing both the countries to talk about the existing crisis which is going on, or the border tension which is going on between India and China. Next is about the vacancies. Okay, so again, Central Armed Police Forces, in the last in one of the earlier slides, I told you the different paramilitary forces which comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, syllabus wise, part of internal security, and internal security is part of the general studies paper 3. So sorry about that. Yeah, so vacancies in this CAPF, the issue here is that 11% of the seats or positions are empty in CAPF. As of now, we are dealing with tensions and multiple borders. We are consistently having problems with Pakistan, with Nepal, and as well as we are having it with China. So border management is a crucial aspect under Ministry of Home Affairs, and these seats must be fulfilled. because the borders as of now in this present scenario, they need more patrolling. Okay, so please do remember the list of all the paramilitary forces which I told you in the earlier slide. They come under Ministry of Home Affairs. Then China has said, or it has expressed its desire to join United Nations Arms Treaty. No decision yet, but let's take a look at the treaty. So syllabus wise, part of international relation, and international relation is part of general studies paper 2. So China will join the global pact to regulate the arms sales. Please remember the name of treaty: United Nations Arms Trade Treaty. Okay, what is the objective of this treaty? The objective is to control the flow of weapons into conflict prone zones or conflict zones. So let us say in Syria, fight is going on. In Afghanistan, there's a conflict going on, or in Venezuela it was there. So in any of these areas, because we don't know whether this is a responsible political power or it might be a terrorist group. So if anybody provides them some weapons of mass destruction that can create a threat to the entire global human population. Then Japan has decided, a local council of Japan, to rename some island. So again, related to international affairs, from prelims point of view, you must know the location of these islands. They are the disputed island between India, Japan, China and Taiwan. So part of international relation, and mains it is part of general studies paper 2. So local councils of Japan, they voted for renaming the island which is disputed with China. So please remember this name, Senkaku Island. Okay, as of now it is controlled by the Tokyo. It is known in China and Taiwan by DIOS, or however you want to pronounce it, DIAOYUS. Okay, this is the location of these islands. So please remember this: little above Taiwan, little east of China, and little southwest of Japan is the location of these islands which are being renamed by Japan. Okay, this is again the extension of the chain of Ryukyu Island, which is part of Japan. So that was it for today's session, guys. This is a list of do's and don'ts which you can follow in order to maximize your chances of selection. Please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel, and to press the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever we upload any new video related to current affairs. Thank you for watching. Thanks a lot.